Hey everybody, Brett from AstartesGaming here, back with another episode of our Total War Attila Western Roman Empire campaign. So we went ahead and advanced the turn between episodes. I don't know why that didn't come to mind immediately. And not a whole lot happened. It was pretty uneventful, with the exception of some stuff up in the northwest that we'll get to in just a second. Let's go ahead and skip through all this. Obviously, it is now 400 AD, and Attila is born, which means things are going to get a whole lot rougher for us moving forward. You can see that our income went down pretty considerably, due mostly to the fact that now that it's 400 AD, basically the fertility of all of our land decreased by 1 level. So all of our farms and things like that, cattle ranches and goat pens and things, everything agriculturally is making slightly less money than it was. Anyway, let's skip through all of this stuff. Just forget it. Okay, so now we can actually look at what happened. Basically, the Danes continue to elude us. They went ahead and they raided Durocortorum, and I decided to just auto-resolve it because they had already raided that previously. They continue to raid it, and so there's like no garrison there. They've left Rotomagus completely undefended, but for some reason, even though they keep stopping to hit settlements, they manage to outmove me to the point where I can't seem to get them no matter what I do. So it's becoming very difficult for me. Also, they have a very small army here besieging my city, which wouldn't be a problem if I had somebody to send here to go break that siege. Unfortunately, I don't. It looks like the Antians are at war with the Huns. We were, decisively defeated because I didn't bother to take part in that. We would have been defeated anyways. The Lachmids have been discovered, and we demolished a field somewhere. Why did it not take me there? Was it here? It must have been. Okay, so that's going to be quite a bit to repair, actually. I don't know if I want to waste my money on that. Right. I'm not sure what I want to build here, to be honest. Public order would be nice. Why is the public order here so bad? Mostly due to food and instability. Okay. Well, I guess I will throw down a... But the thing is, I can probably get enough food through this. So that's going to boost the food by 20. And give me more furs. And then we probably want to stick with cattle here. That's going to give me 80 food, whereas this would give me 92, but that's going to fall off quicker as the fertility, drops. And this will give me probably less food regardless of the situation, but more money. So I think cattle is the way to go. And then we will upgrade this too. There's nothing I can really do about the instability, but that should resolve the food issue. We do need to choose a new technology. So the question is, what's going to give me income? Because one integrity means nothing to me. Battle movement speed is actually not bad. And that would give me better skirmishers. Not that I really use them. I prefer either archers or crossbows or actual range units. Javelins are okay, but the way I fight, they don't tend to do all that much for me. That's going to lower recruitment costs. I would prefer it lower upkeep costs. But none of these are jumping out to me. That's going to lower construction costs, but only for one building tree. More wealth from commercial buildings. That could see a little bit of an increase. Plus 5 wealth from animal husbandry. Not bad. Especially as we transition away from farms. But I think I'm going to do this one. Wait, or was it this one? Yeah, I want the battle movement speed. Okay. So let's see here. You guys are kind of just out here on your own. It looks like that one faction sort of made themselves scarce, which makes me very tempted to send this army west, but if I do that, this part of our border is completely undefended. What I can do is send the Emperor sort of that way and have Bacchus basically sit where he currently is. Let's see, Serdica, you guys are doing pretty well on public order. Food is the only real issue we're having here, so if I build another cattle herd there, that should eventually resolve itself. We should also probably build a rally field here so I can recruit decent units. That's not exactly the most pressing thing, though, so if there's something that we need instead of that, I won't hesitate to cancel this. But yeah, let's have you head to Sopene. You're going to move west. And I'm actually going to force march you to see if you can get to Moon. I don't know if that's worth it. They really nerfed that, didn't they? I feel like it used to give you a lot more movement. Because it's a pretty rough penalty. Like, if you get attacked during it, you're pretty much screwed. And you obviously can't initiate attacks with it. But yeah, for like a little bit further down the road, probably not worth it. It's just, I would have done it if it gave me, or if it got me here, because I'm not super concerned about them being attacked along this path, but it's not worth it for that small a boost. Let's see, you're at 19, so I can recruit more troops here if I want to. Another Legio wouldn't hurt, but I don't know if I absolutely need it. And you're kind of on garrison duty right now, so I'll spend the money where it's a little bit more needed. They are desperate for food, so I'm actually going to turn this into a field as well. And then here, I'd almost rather not have the rally field there, but it's already there, so there's no reason to tear it down now. Local industry, that's not going to help. Are they getting hit by, like, disease or anything? Not really. No, it's more just the damage to this, which I really don't want to spend 1,300 gold on fixing. We'll see. I need you to head to... Let's see. I'm not sure. That one is mostly due to food, so if they... Yeah, if they get enough food, that one will actually resolve itself. So I think you need to be here instead. Or I guess Serdica would have been fine, but this is okay too. And that'll get them back into the positive, and eventually these buildings will sort that out. So that brings us back west, where I just can't seem to get enough legions over here to deal with these damn Danes. I obviously can't let them go south, but if I move here, he's just going to come back around this way. So I'm kind of in a rough spot here. I could raise another legion, but the upkeep is killing me right now on these legions. Like, I'd really rather not have this. I'm not sure where that Danish fleet went. Or where they were Utes, excuse me. I keep saying Danes, but they're Utes. They're from Denmark, but they're not the Danes. Yeah, it would almost be worth getting rid of these guys. But these guys might be the only thing keeping the Abdanians from declaring war on me. And I'd really like to attack here. I'd like to take this or subjugate it, make them my vassal, and then maybe make the Picts my vassal as well, or have them conquer that and then, you know, just be my vassal a little bit bigger. I'm not sure which one would be better. Probably two small vassals rather than one slightly stronger one. But it makes no difference to me, really. So, do we know what your garrison is? It's actually pretty large. The units they have don't scare me, it's the numbers. Between this and this, they have a full stack. And then this is essentially... What is that? 4... So another 9. So they've basically got a full stack here between these two, 18, and then 12 there, so like 30 units against my 18. That'd be roughly 2 to 1 is in terms of them outnumbering us. I don't think we could handle them with those odds. My troops are more elite, or at least the actual Roman ones, but I just don't see us winning that. Meanwhile, let's actually go into the diplomacy and see how we're doing with the Franks, because we need them badly. They're 26 and holding. That's not good.
Friend. I've called for good ale to ease your throat and ripe women to ease other parts.
Let's see. I don't think there's any amount of money I can throw at them that'll get them to change their mind on that, which is unfortunate. Yeah. So what else can I do? I guess I can give them a gift. I'm reluctant to do that, though, because that's basically just throwing money at them for a small boost that could eventually go away. Who are they at war with? They're at war with the Picts. I don't want to declare war with the Picts right now, because if they come down and add to the Caledonians, they could have enough to overpower my army up there. So I don't want to do that, which is kind of sucky, because that's the only thing that's going to boost our relations with them. That, or trying to get on better terms with these guys, but they're just not having it.
Do not waste time, better spend it hunting.
How much money would it cost me to get a trade agreement with you guys? Because that would be pretty useful. It's just funny that they're so reluctant to do it. Like, I get that they hate me. They actually don't hate me that much, and their relations are getting better. But they would make a lot of money off of this trade agreement, and they would get access to a bunch of resources that they don't have. So it's kind of dumb that they're so reluctant, because in reality, they would definitely accept this, because, like, look at the balance of power. I could crush them in an instant. And here they have a chance to make money off of me and get resources, but they're just not having it. And I'm pretty sure I could throw any amount of money at them and they're not going to accept it, which is, it's stupid. Trade agreements in this game are a little bit too hard to come by, I feel like. Especially when you have this many different trade goods to you know, hand out. People should be coming to you looking for trades. And I always find it odd that you have to work so hard to make it happen.
Do not waste time, better spend it hunting.
Well, we did discover some new factions, but I'm not seeing them. Maybe we just haven't gotten that far yet. The Roman separatists actually like me more than a lot of the other enemies. Huh. Did it start with like an I or a Y? It wasn't these guys. We were just dealing with them a second ago. Or last episode anyways. It's not them, but the name was similar, or similar enough to make me sort of recognize that one. But yeah, I'm not seeing it. Huh. Well, diplomacy's not getting us anywhere right now, unfortunately. Let's see. You could move up to a Master of Soldiers. I don't know if that's really a good idea, though. What's this giving you? +3 replenishment. This would give you lower upkeep costs. Actually, that might be helpful. Wait, you're a governor anyways. For all forces, then yeah, go ahead and do that, because that's not contingent on you commanding an army. You stay where you are because you're a governor. You're a general, so you don't necessarily need to be there. What I should probably do is move him down here. That'll give him the replenishment, and then move him there. But I need to let everybody sort of work their way up. And then Bacchus and Titus Pullo need, or Titus is already in there, but Bacchus needs to get in here as well. Preferably as Master of Foot. Because I want him to work his way up the tree. You need to find a wife. We should look at arranging a marriage for him, actually. And then we still have let's see. Other generals that are kind of just hanging out. Appius, you can't do anything right now. You're a governor, so I don't want you as a military count. It doesn't make sense. Admiral, you don't have enough influence anyways. Okay, so what I will do is... Who was it? You. Since you're governor, let's move you down to military count for the moment. And then he's going to move down. We'll put Bacchus here. We need to find you a wife. I don't think there's anybody we can arrange a marriage with, so we might just have to
I am sure you have many pleasantries.
might just have to find him one through the what do you call it? So while I was looking for a potential wife for Titus Pullo, I did notice that these guys were moderately interested in a peace treaty, so I'm going to throw it out there and see if they accept. They want a little bit of money. I'll see if I can get that lower, but I don't mind paying them a bit.
What say you?
No, they're not having that. What if I gave you 6? No? Damn it, I should have just accepted it. Alright, well, they wanted 770. I will offer that. And see if that's enough to get them to do it. Okay, good. So we're at peace with them. Don't have to worry about them attacking me, at least for the time being. And I'm going to keep looking for a potential wife. So I've decided not to for the time being. There are a couple of factions that do have potential mates, including the Huns. So I'm going to wait and see if I can maybe pull one of those off before I go ahead and marry him to somebody like randomly generated. So the question now becomes, how do we handle this situation? I don't want to keep pursuing them around in circles, but that seems to be their goal. And it seems to be working, so... My thought is, you know, I don't want to let them go further south, because that just creates all sorts of problems. So I need to cut them off here, but then of course they can just come back around this way. And it never ends, but I need to do something, so... I'm going to go here. And that's really all I can do. Unfortunately here, you know, being under siege, I can't do a whole lot about that. We should probably build something here. Because it is not well defended, I'm reluctant to really do anything though, because it'll probably just get destroyed and I'll lose that money. So I might wait, I guess. You guys look like you're doing okay on food. That would be nice for the public order boost, but you're doing alright on public order already, actually. I guess what I'll do is a rally field here so that I can start recruiting in this area, because that'll be really helpful. And I think we're just going to have to wait until we get another legion over here to help support us, because these guys are going to take quite a while, actually, which is unfortunate, but I don't really see an alternative. Also, I'm thinking about going on the offensive in Africa at some point here. What I want to do is make the Garamantians my vassal. And so I don't know how strong they are. I imagine this is their only army because their provinces are pretty weak. But I want to basically make them, or subjugate them, and then have them conquer this. That way they'll hold that entire province, because I don't want one small settlement out of the whole thing. I'd rather they hold the whole thing and just pay me a tribute, because that's easier for me. And then I believe that, yeah, we're going to have to conquer these guys as well. So at some point we're going to need to build up our legions down here, but we just really can't afford to do that with everything happening up north. So I think for the time being, I need to deal with these guys still too. They can't reinforce, but they're just going to kind of sit here and harass me. But yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end the turn here, and we'll see sort of what plays out. I imagine it's not going to be great for us, but we're doing what we can. Alright, so things continue to get worse for us. They wanted me to assassinate somebody. I don't have any assassins, so that's kind of difficult for me to do. We have imminent rebellions, and offices secured, which is good. Bit concerned here, though, because the Gallic rebels have taken this settlement, which is, you know, not good for us. The Danes have fled back to Rotomagus, where they apparently took to the sea. They haven't left yet, but they are sort of like hanging out there. The question becomes now, how do I want to deal with this? I could end up losing significant territory to the Gauls because they're currently raiding my city here. I'm going to do my best to repair this. But for whatever reason, the Danes just disappeared here. Or, excuse me, the Utes. I don't know why I keep making that mistake. I think they fled north. So yeah, Gaul is now a faction. They hate my guts, like everybody else does. The Lugians and the Bundinians are at war. That can only be good for me. Quadians and Antians, same thing. As long as the barbarians are fighting each other, they're not fighting me. And somebody gained respectful. Tiberius Africanus, cool. Religious influence, +2 state religion, awesome. So he's going to spread Catholicism in Africa for me. I think I need to deal with this. Like, I can't let that sort of start growing. Obviously, we need to deal with these guys too, but right now the Danes aren't a huge threat. So, do I fight the rebel army? Do I deal with the rebel province or settlement? There's just so much to do, and we're not making nearly as much money as we were either, so this is only going to get harder. Let's go after them first. I can't have them just running around. And, as usual, they have far better troops than I have access to for whatever reason. This is a bug that really needs to get dealt with. We've seen this before, but the rebels, these like barbarian rebels, the Gauls, for some reason have access to Protectores Domestici, which are like elite infantry that I don't have access to yet. They have crossbows, which I don't have access to yet. They have Contari heavy cavalry, don't have access to that. And they have catapults. Like, where are they getting this stuff? I don't understand. It looks like the garrison's going to help me out here too. We will fight this one probably, but we are out of time. So if we're going to fight it, we're certainly not going to fight it today. Maybe I should auto-resolve it and see if we can get a different battle. I don't like fighting Romans against Romans. So I will auto-resolve this, especially since it's so one-sided. Alright, we did lose a couple there, but we'll get nice replenishment at least. And we wiped them out, so that rebel faction is gone. Or rebel army. And let's see. I would really like to get to the one that gives me a boost to movement. Which is where? Is there one? There used to be one. Maybe that's... yeah, it's in the commander thing. It's not in this one. I could be wrong, but I think it's in the commander. Yeah, so morale versus barbarian kingdoms is probably the best thing that we could get here. Recruitment costs, not going to be that useful. I need something that lowers... I need something that lowers upkeep, but there doesn't seem to be anything that does. So let's take that, because we need that, and then... that's not a whole lot of replenishment. I wish that was like +2% ammunition, +6% replenishment. Integrity doesn't matter, we're at 100 and only going up. Experience for light unit recruits, don't really care about that, so I guess I'll just take the replenishment. And with that little group dealt with, we can head west. The question is, which way do I go? Apparently I can cut through the forest there? That seems kind of odd. Whatever gets you there quicker. Okay. And that's going to be it for their turn. Let's get the rest of our legions moving. How far can you move if I force march you? It's a little bit better. That's going to take me into the neighboring factions' territory, though, and we don't want to cross them. We don't want to upset them. So I'm going to have to actually go around. We'll go this way. And what I should do is like queue this up so I don't accidentally forget. So next turn they'll head there. Let's have the Emperor move to maybe Savaria. I don't know if he should go there. I don't know that there's really any threat in this area right now. And their public order is doing okay. So let's kind of move him west while replenishing his army. And you're not really getting replenishment, are you? But anyway, replenishing his army and sort of trying to maintain public order here. We still need to get them more food, but these are going to settle that. This repair cost went down a little bit, so let's go ahead and take care of that now. And then the question becomes, what else do I build here? Because I don't really need any of this. I don't want another Latin baptistry. I would have preferred to build the rally field over here. Maybe I should do that. Let's tear it down there and we'll build it here, because there's other building options here that'll be more beneficial to me. Over here, I basically just need recruitment and food, and then we'll build like wells or something for what's it called? Sanitation. I think you're good. Probably right where you are. Let's see, which provinces are doing the worst? You guys are doing very good. Ah, there's that Ute fleet. I don't think they really pose any threat to us. This is a navy, not a like transport army. There's 7 of them. I think I can handle them with a garrison. Especially, like, what's the garrison here? 3 ships, 4 units, so it would be 7 on 7, and we could potentially sink some of those ships before they land before they land their units. Wow, things are not great here. The food is fine though, so what's the issue? Is this going to give me public order? No. Oh, it is going to give me 1 actually, but it's going to hurt my food quite a bit. But they have plenty of food, and I can get more right here. So let's take that up to a bathhouse. And they don't really need the food here, so I'm not going to waste the money there yet. You do have a gold thing there. That's good. I should probably take this up to goldsmith at some point. I should have done that a while ago, actually. But I've been so preoccupied with fixing public order that I haven't really focused on our economy at all. What are you guys upset about? Religious differences. Well, that's not going to resolve itself anytime soon, but this is going to take care of public order for us, so I don't need to worry about that. You guys are at -3. That's going to be a tough one to fix in this particular province, but that would get me the 3 I need right there. I just don't have the money to build it this turn, but we've got time there. Over here, we're looking at immigration, taxes, religious differences, and food. Food I can solve, so let's solve it. This should get converted over to a cattle herd at some point, but we don't need to do that immediately, just in the near future. And then this one, +3, if I upgrade that to a church, that'll take care of itself too. Okay, so we're not doing too bad here. You guys are food. That would be an easy fix if I had the money. You guys are, ooh, teetering on the edge. Oh man. Let's see, where were we just at? We were here, right? No. Is it you guys? You can hold out for a couple of turns. Actually, that's not going to be enough money anyway, so build the fields. And that'll take care of your food problem. I need to free up like a couple thousand. Because if I can build a Latin church there, that one will not rebel. It'll hit 99, and then it'll start ticking back up. But that's going to be tough to do. That's got 1 turn left. I don't want to cancel that. That one's pretty damn close too. But this is only going to take 2 turns, so we've got time on that one. That's not enough money though. So I guess that one's just going to rebel. Nothing I can really do about it. But anyways, I'm going to end the episode here. Unfortunately, we didn't get to fight any battles today. But eventually we're going to catch these damn Utes. I'm concerned that they're going to try to head to Britannia, which could cause us serious issues. If they do, though, and actually to prevent them from thinking of doing it, I'm going to put my navy here and basically pen them in. And so if they want to take these guys on, be my guest. I will destroy that army out at sea. But I don't want them getting here onto this island because they will just run amok, and I cannot move this legion south to deal with it. So we're going to keep them in Gaul. We'll chase them around if we have to, but we're not letting them into Britannia. Anywho, thank you guys so much for watching. I had a great time playing some Total War Attila with you, and I look forward to seeing you guys back here for the next episode.